Okay, sorry you guys for not finishing up last time for Yu-Gi-Oh! How to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm just gonna get to the basic stuff like how to win a duel, alright? Now, okay, this is basically how to play. Let the duel begin. How to duel and how to win. A single game is called a duel. Duel ends with one. People don't know that. Okay, winning a duel. Each player starts a duel with 8,000 life points. If you win a duel, you win a duel. If you reduce your opponent's life points to 0, if your opponent is unable to draw a card, or if a card's special effect says you win. If you and your opponent both reach 0 life points at the same time, the duel is declared a draw. Victory conditions: reduce your life. Okay, this is basically a summary. Reduce your opponent's life points to 0. Your opponent is unable to draw a card when they are supposed to draw when a card's special effect. Alright. Now, before starting a duel, follow these 4 steps. Also, make sure you have all your extra items that your deck might need, like a coin or counters. After reading your opponent, shuffle your deck thoroughly. Then you may shuffle and cut your opponent's deck. Be careful when touching your opponent's cards, because you want to get them like rip and shit. Decks into the field. If using an extra deck with synchro monsters or fusion monsters, place it in the face down in the extra deck zone. Both players show their side decks and record the number of cards in it. Also confirming that they have 15 or fewer cards, because you can't have more than 15. I explained that in other videos. The cards should be counted face down. If you exchange cards between your side and main decks after the duel, count the cards of your side deck for your opponent again to show that the number of cards remain the same. Next, play rock, paper, scissors, or flip a coin. The winner decides to go first or second of the duel. For your next duel, the leader of the previous duel decides who goes first. The previous duel ended in a tie to determine who starts first. In the next duel with another coin toss, etc. Finally, draw 5 cards. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Draw 5 cards from the top of your deck. This is your starting hand. Alright, starting with the first player. It's time to duel! Yeah, that was my Yu-Gi-Oh! Impression. Anyways, a duel progresses in a series of turns which are divided into phases. Turns. During a duel, players alternate taking turns. Each player's turn consists of up to 6 phases. Phases. You move through the phases of your turn in the order shown on the right. You can only do certain things during each phase, as detailed in this chapter. Prepare to duel. First player's turn. Draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1. And then they have a little option to the side. If no battles are conducted, alright. And battle phase, main phase 2, and end phase. Second player's turn. Okay, the draw phase is, you draw a card, alright? Okay, this is the question. No, not a question. This is the first phase. The draw phase is the first phase. The player whose turn it is, turn player, draws 1 card from the top of their deck. Alright? When the person with no cards left in their deck is not able to draw, loses the duel. After you draw trap cards, quick play spell cards can be activated before proceeding to standby phase. There are exceptions such as Mirror Force. No, never mind. No, Mirror Force isn't an exception. Never mind, there are no exceptions. Okay, standby phase. Some cards have effects that activate or cost you must pay in the standby phase. If you do not have any of these cards in the field, you can still activate trap cards or quick play spell cards before moving on to your main phase. Okay. Then we have main phase 1. This is when you play most of your cards. You can normal, summon, set, or change the battle position of a monster. Activate a card's effect. Set, spell, and trap cards. Okay. By changing the battle position of a monster doesn't mean when somebody attacks you can move your monster, alright? That's retarded. That's for cheaters. Okay, there are possible actions in this phase. Summon or set a monster, change a monster's battle positions. Not while someone's attacking. Active a card or effect and set spells and trap card, alright? Summon. Okay. Battle phase. Now it's time to battle with the monster cards. This phase is divided into steps. You do not have to conduct the battle phase every turn, even if you have a monster on the field. Choose either to enter the battle phase or proceed to the end phase. Okay, they got start step, battle step, damage step, and end step. Unless the damage step won't happen often if you have traps and spells. Okay, start step, battle step, damage step, and end step. Those are the four steps. Replay rules during the battle step, alright? Okay, this is basically it. Declare your attacking monster and your attack target monster. The monsters your opponent controls change before the damage step. A replay happens. You select a target monster, alright? And phase 2 is basically main phase 2 is the same exact thing as main phase 1. It's another replay, right? Damage step rules. Limitations on activating cards. During the damage step, you can only activate counter trap cards or cards with effects that directly change a monster's attack or defense. Attacking a face down card is not cool, but you can do it. It's not cool. When people do that to me, I'm like, dang it! No, you can do that. If you attack a face down position monster, flip the card up, face defense position, and the damage step. Now you can see the monster's defense and calculate the damage. Alright, that's one for that. You can calculate the damage after that. Alright, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, the actual Yu-Gi-Oh. Determining damage attack of attacking monster versus the attack of the opponent's monster. Okay, this is what happens when you win. When your attacking monster's attack is higher than the attack of the opponent's monster, the attacking monster destroys the opponent's monster to the graveyard. Alright? So, let's take two ones in this case, alright? Two different level things, alright? Okay, these two, Harpy Lady and Lord D, alright? Harpy Lady has attack higher than Lord D, so Harpy Lady wins. It doesn't go by defense and attack, like some people think, alright? This is what happens with your tie. If they're both equal to the attack of the opponent's monster, the result is considered a tie, and both monsters are destroyed. It sucks. Okay, this is what happens with your lose. When your attacking monster's attack lower than the attack of the opponent's monster, the attacking monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. It sucks, I know. Okay, when you attack a defense position monster, which is attack of attacking monster versus the defense of the opponent's monster, alright? So it's basically the same thing, except with the defense. So it shouldn't take much, alright? The spell speed. Every type of card has a spell speed between 1 and 3. If you want to respond to a card off in the chain, you have to use an effect with spell speed. Spell speed's 2 or higher. And chains are a way to order the resolution of multiple card effects. Alright, I'm gonna cut this short really quick, and I'll be right back. Thanks, I'll let you boy here.